Hi, welcome to AFTV News Daily. You like my intro?
Yeah.
The
Mad.
I'm a mad.
Sky Sports have to take it soon.
No, Sky Sports, they will, because I know they do this. They have the paper.
No, I said they're going to take you soon.
Good. That's nice. It's nice to start with. Ladies and gentlemen, go on.
I was the one who said
That the Sky Sports going to take me. Hey, Robbie, if you're watching, don't worry, I'm staying put. I love it here. Thank you very much. But they might. You never know. Listen, everyone watching, we've got Yardman with me. Big up, Yardman.
Big up.
You bless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 meter distance. You're not focus on the 2 meter distance,
That's alright, man. I think we're good now. We're good. It's, it's freedom.
Uncle Boris said we're good, yeah?
Yeah, Uncle Boris said we're all good.
Okay,
and
good.
obviously, I'm going to start with, listen, I've been in the streets. People have been coming up to me since I've been at AFTV. They've been saying, get Yardman back. They want to hear from you. The streets want to hear from you. So we're gonna do a little breakdown of what's happened so far before we get into how we think the season's going to go. But I have to also do the news at some point as well. That is the key point of the show. So there'll be points in the show where I'll be delivering today's news from Arsenal. But let's just start with pre-season so far. Before the season starts on Friday, I'm just going to go through the fixtures. We played Hibernian in the Scottish League. We played them in a friendly and we lost 2-1. So we didn't start too well there. We drew 2-2 to Rangers. We lost 2-1 to Chelsea in the Mind Charity. And we lost to Tottenham 1-0. Hasn't been a great start in pre-season, but does that mean anything, Yardman?
For me, no, because pre-season is pre-season. Pre-season is to see the team, to see how you want the player them to play, to get the player them to gel together. So I will never watch what happened in pre-season because, like I said, it is a training. And people, we didn't lose against Chelsea. We drew 2-2 against Chelsea.
Oh, because they disallowed...
It's a goal. It's a goal.
But, okay.
It's a goal. Come on. Be realistic.
Yeah, it was over the line. It was clear.
It's over the line.
It was
we drew
clear.
against Chelsea. But like I said, pre-season is pre-season. It's the chance for Mikel to see how he want to set up and to see the player them and to get through things. They have to gel together. They have to do all of the bits and pieces. So I will never, ever in a billion years take pre-season
serious
any seriousness because it's just not.
Okay.
It's to see what's going on.
Okay. Are you worried for tomorrow's game, which we take on Brentford or away? Off the back of what you've seen so far, are you happy? You think you're going to do well when we start the season tomorrow?
I wouldn't say I'm worried against Brentford. It's Brentford. They just come up in the Premier League. It's the first time ever. So they got something to prove. Arsenal down. We are Arsenal. And aside, with no disrespect, a side like Brentford, we shouldn't worry.
Hey, you gotta be careful. Tomorrow it might be a different story.
Like I said, with all due respect,
yes,
it's Brentford, but.
So you expect us to win, basically?
Basically, we should the 3 points, the first 3. And this is our first game on Friday, innit? Since the Friday game started, innit?
Yep.
So hopefully this is just like something good going up. So I don't think Brentford should cause us any amount of trouble where we should be. It's football, but we should get through the 3 points.
Okay, let's quickly, before we get into the news as well, let's just move on to the signings so far. So it's been Ben White, we've got Tavares, and we've got Lokonga with a total of about 78 million spent. Do you think we need to make some more signings? Are we ready and ready to go tomorrow, or do you think we need more signings? What positions do you think we need to cover?
I still believe a creative midfielder is essential. So we know that we have Emil Smith-Rowe there.
Yep.
He get the number 10 jersey, so he's a starter.
Does he deserve that number 10, do you think, in your opinion?
It's a yes and no. It's not that he deserves it, it's not that he don't deserve it. I mean, he's still young, but what I would have loved to see happen, Emil Smith-Rowe have an experience creative midfielder around it so he can learn his trade. We know that this guy is learning quick without anybody there to actually show him the ropes because we know we get in Danny Ceballos, should have been that one. We know we have last season we loaned back Odegaard back from and he should have been the one who and at times Emil Smith was starting over him. So that is a big statement. So I'm not going to jump and say no, he shouldn't get it, and I'm not going to say yes, he should get it, but he get it. And I just hope that him just gravitate and I just learn and just make that position is. Because
he seems like listen, since I've seen him with that 10 shirt, I'm gonna be honest, he seems like he's fired up in the performances since he's had that top. He's been on form, taking control. I've been really proud of what I've seen from him in games. So hopefully he continues that. I'm expecting him to start tomorrow as well.
That's where it should be. That's what it should be, because at the end of the day, we have the World Cup coming in 2 years time?
Next year, 2022.
Next year.
2022
so,
World Cup.
Emil Smith-Rowe should say, no, I want to play the World Cup.
True.
I want to be in that squad. We know we got Maddison, we got
Odegaard might be coming back.
No. We're talking about for England. We got Maddison. We got the Chelsea.
They got Grealish.
They got Mount.
Yeah.
So I mean, look at Saka. A prime example. So this is why I believe Emil Smith-Rowe to say what? No fear. Go out there. Play a game.
Yeah, he probably saw Saka in for England and thought, you know what?
He can do the same thing. Yeah, even better. And even better.
Yeah, I love...
That's what
that's what you should be thinking. Yeah,
that's what you should be thinking. Even better, because you can't think lower than what you want to achieve. You want to push yourself to the max. So if you drop below that, you know what? You're still in the England team. You're still, you know what? You're still even... possibility to start. So
okay, no, fair. I hear what exactly you're saying. Now we're gonna quickly, I got a super chat here from Christian G. He says Chelsea announced Lukaku and Joe Willock said his goodbyes today at London Colney. Now that was part of the news today, so big up Christian. But yeah, Joe Willock's off to Newcastle. I mean, they've agreed personal terms. It looks like he's basically, it's on the brink of complete 100% happening. Thoughts on that? Did you want him to stay, or do you think it was time for him to move on?
It's a situation where, yes, I would like him to stay.
Yep.
But with a player, you can see the difference. Because he was at Arsenal. He wasn't scoring that much amount of goal.
Correct.
The one thing I love with him, he is a late runner in the box. And that's something we didn't really have. Now, Mikel Arteta believe that he's not up to scratch. You know, him get the Adam to come in on a 10-15 minutes in game. Adds game where he will start in a League Cup and in the Europa League in the group stage. And we see bits of creative, good quality player in him. But at times we know that player go to a different club and the manager, whether they say something to him, whether they allow him to play him game, but we can see that exactly what happened.
The best out of him when he went up
there. The
guy
go to Newcastle and 5-star, 5 goal or 6-star, 5
I think it's 8 goals. I think it's 8 goals. Yeah.
You see, I mean, so I'm happy for him. I know he's an Arsenal player.
Yeah.
I want him to go there and flourish. Do what he was doing on loan, because he can knock on the England door as well.
I hear that, but do you think it was the right decision to sell him, considering obviously we haven't got a midfield yet? So obviously we're going into the start of the season with Xhaka, El Neni, and Lokonga as kind of, because Partey's obviously got injured. Yeah. So do you think it's right that we're sending them to Newcastle when we have that midfield, or do you trust the midfield that we have currently?
It's not that I trust the midfield, but Willock is a young guy. He want to play, and Mikel Arteta is not going to play him as all he want to play.
Yeah. Okay.
So obviously, my opinion, yes, go and play elsewhere. Why would you stay at a club who don't show you that confident? They show you that they will play you game in, game out. Newcastle show it to him.
Yeah.
So why would I say no? He should have stayed and sit on the bench and fight for him game? Nah, because for me, Mikel Arteta is not getting the best out of him.
Some games he did come off the bench for Newcastle and score late winners as well. He wasn't starting every game, but I hear what you're saying. I think he can see.
But he will get more game time at Newcastle than what he'll get at Arsenal. So for me, go on.
Yeah, go and do your thing.
Go and do your thing, innit? Make your career shine.
Okay, yeah, big up. Listen, Willock. It's been.
I've given him a blessing. I mean, like I said, he's come through the youth team from Arsenal.
Yep.
We know that he's an Arsenal through and through, but it's not everybody who come through the youth team gonna eventually be a star or eventually stay at Arsenal. They're gonna move on at some point, and he's young. He want to play for England as well. He have an opportunity where he can play for England. Go do good at Newcastle. You to tell him being in the World Cup team.
Yeah. Do you not worry about the other young players wanting to do that, Yardman? Because obviously right now we've been 8th 2 seasons in a row, and other clubs are going to come in for our young players. Like we might see Saka leaving. I know fans don't want to hear it, but if we ended up last season, you might see the likes of Saka, Smith-Rowe being moved on potentially, because again Balogun. You're a fan of Balogun? You hope?
I am a big fan of. You see, this is the problem.
Here we go.
This is the problem I have. And when I speak, I don't like to speak and be a sheep and follow what people say. Oh, a man say this and a man say that. No. I say what I see.
Okay.
And I speak fact. Balogun should be a player who actually played at least last season 20-30 game.
Wow. So most, okay. That's a big statement.
It's not a big statement, but
who would he replace? Would you say what he shouldn't be playing in front of who?
There's times when we see Lacazette is not doing what he's supposed to be doing because he's dropping too deep. There's last season. Abba was kind of off pace.
Yeah, kind of.
Try something different. Bring in the guy. He's young. He's raw. He's hungry. We know a player like this. We see a Martinelli. These are the. If you're not playing them, if you're not put your trust into these players, giving them the odds starting the cup game. Not even the cup game. We see Balogun.
Yeah, we saw him in Europe.
We don't see him that much.
Oh yeah, what loads.
Be honest.
Be
honest. We don't see him. We see Nketiah.
True.
Yeah. We see, Emile Smith Rowe come on and
come on, yeah.
It wasn't that Emile Smith Rowe was a starter or it was because of injury. We put him into a game and
against
the guy
Chelsea. He did that. Just turned on. Yeah.
So we got a lot of players. Don't forget, what's his name?
Which one?
Not Willock.
There's Nelson. Nelson. Yeah.
Nelson. Don't forget Nelson as well.
Yeah. Would you? I don't know what's happening with him.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
We got this talented player, but it's just that the manager doesn't really trust them enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna bring in one or two experienced player to nurture these young player. Because if you do that, within the next 3 years, where will Arsenal be with these experienced young player that we got?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We don't have to go out there and spend loads. When we have to go out there and maybe buy one or two player, we can have that 80, 90 million can spend on a player. Or buy a good quality player. But we have these young ones who are nurturing, coming through because we have experience play around them.
What experience do you think in the Arsenal side right now you can rely on to, like you said, nurture that talent? Because right now, for me, I'm going to be honest, I'm struggling to find experienced players right now that are showing the way that it should be done. Because you think about it, honestly, because the players I think of last season and what I've seen in pre-season that are flying are like Saka's, the Emile Smith, Saka's been away, Emile Smith Rowe, the youngsters, Lokonga's come in, he's young, he's done really well. But the experienced players like the likes of Lacazette, Aubameyang, for me, they haven't been doing enough yet. Xhaka's, El Neni, I'm not going to say too much on El Neni, I think he does what he's supposed to do as a midfielder, but the experienced players for me have been lacking, Yardman.
Well, for me, it's like I said, it should be the Abba, it should be the Lacazette. Even don't forget, Olden.
Oh yeah,
Olden. Well, don't believe Olden is a young player. He's been there from Wenger. Wenger signed him from Bolton. So you're talking about these, but at the end of the day, it is something fundamentally wrong. And when we talk about Arsenal, we have to go from the top. Do you believe in the leadership at the top?
No, not at all. If we go right to the top, we're going to Kroenke, and it's all a mess from there. Yeah.
So you see where it all filtered down because things have to drop.
Yeah, it has to start from the top.
Things have to drop. So if the player them is not, we don't see anybody to say leadership out there, because who's leader? Who was the Abba should be the leader out there last season. Yeah, we didn't really see it. Must be a problem because that wasn't the Abba last season.
Should he be the captain going into this season? Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think he can?
I actually pause on it, but yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
He should be the captain.
Yeah.
Because who else are going to give the captaincy?
I don't know. It's a tough one. A lot of fans obviously saying Kieran Tierney is the man for it, but
give him another year or two.
Okay.
Give him another year.
Yeah.
Because Abba gonna left. So Lacazette maybe this season will be him last season if he finish the season.
Yeah.
We can't give it back to Xhaka. He's a no-no.
Yeah.
We can't give it to Leno because
he might want it back though. Xhaka's state. Yeah, I know. He might want it back,
Cecil, these are the things that me gonna have problem with Cecil. And if you keep on coming up with these.
Yeah, but he's seen as a leader.
So
there's a lot of the fan base that will say he's been our best midfielder last season, and they'll say I know that's what a lot of the fan base. I speak with a lot of them, and they'll say he's a leader in that midfield. So you would say definitely not give it back to him. But
no, you can't give it back to him.
Okay.
The Crystal Palace game make it be a no-no.
Yeah,
we were regressing. Give it back to Xhaka. If he's in the squad, we're gonna back him. He's our player. But to give him back the captaincy, for me, 100% no.
Not even a vice captain right now. Bellerin's the vice captain.
No. It doesn't deserve it. He have it before. He didn't want it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
To become a captain
of Arsenal,
for
that's a big
Arsenal.
deal. I know.
It's not some little mean feed, fam. Come on. It should be honor to have that.
Yeah.
You should grab onto that and don't want to lose it. Look at our captain in the past.
Yeah, in the past, but even right now,
Yeah,
but
it's not
good. Like,
look at our captain in the past. These are players who players look up to. Ain't nobody gonna look up to Xhaka like that has to be a captain.
Yeah.
So we have to know what we're saying, fam.
Okay, no, I'm just listening. I just want to see your thoughts on that anyway. Right?
I mean, Kieran Tierney, yeah. Even Saka, yeah. I said it already. He's a captain in the making. I said it last.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's a
Saka
captain
or
in the
Kieran
making.
Tierney or both.
At the moment, you still have Laka there, we still have Abba there. It wouldn't look great.
It wouldn't look good having the young boy.
You see what I'm saying? But if Mikel Arteta brave enough, and if he give it to one of the above, I would say, you know what? I'm backing him. I wouldn't say nah, but it wouldn't look good. You get what
it wouldn't look good for the It wouldn't look good for the club when there's a lot
to take it from Abba to give it to a younger.
Exactly.
It wouldn't look good. So yeah,
All
when
right.
Abba leave, when Laka leave, then all means I will give it to one of them.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, then let's take some super chats. I've got some comments here. Jerry Pardock says, look at Chelsea, experience with a full mix of youth. Chalobah can go into our back line. Facts, he played really well in that final the other night. So yeah, that is very true. It's about getting the balance right, but right now I just feel it's the youngsters that are outshining a lot of the experienced players. Yasavi says Arteta rating -0. So people were saying obviously Arteta's not the one. And then lastly we got Siam J says, a regular, big up Siam. The players we must surround our youth with must offer guidance and show they care, in addition to just being a senior. Currently we have a senior players, but they don't offer guidance or seem to care.
What I would say about that is not that they don't offer guidance. We are not in the dressing room. We don't go see them on the pitch.
That's true.
So
they say Xhaka gives all of that.
Yeah, but they say David Luiz give all of that. That's why Mikel Arteta is keeping for the last
Yes,
final.
But then we didn't give another. We didn't give David Luiz.
But what I'm
contract.
saying, it all comes down to the manager.
Yeah.
The board.
Okay.
Because these people looking at what they're doing, and if they're not doing the right thing, they're not signing the right player. You're gonna have people who. What they're doing there, just like when me and you sitting down
they're
here,
gonna question.
we're questioning the cranky, we're questioning Edu,
big time.
So they're looking at it and I said they're not bringing in players, so giving them cold shoulder. So we don't know because if you look at Abba, from Mikel Arteta coming, he's not being the same Abba.
Yeah, it's true.
So people saying that Abba, from him get the contract, he's not.
It's more from the contract time.
But it's before the contract.
Well, the FA Cup. I mean,
the FA Cup, he did turn up.
Yeah, he turned up.
He did turn up for the FA
final,
Cup. He turned up for the Community Shield.
Yeah.
He turned up for the semi-final and the final.
Right. So it's more the.
So he's done him job there.
Yeah. So it's from the sign. I don't want to say it's from the signing.
It's not from the signing
because that's rubbish.
It's
when
not
people
from the
say
signing.
That. But yeah, that's.
I believe Mikel Arteta have a big say in Abba performance.
Seriously, you think he's killing the what he had before? It's all down to probably what do you think? Maybe Arteta's overcoaching him or wanting him to do too much, or
Unai Emery before Mikel Arteta.
Yes. Yep.
When Emery was there, we were saying it was Ozil, Lacazette, and Abba, and we were saying, listen, that front three is dangerous.
Yeah.
And at times under Unai Emery, we see that. Under Unai Emery, we see Abba and Lacazette scoring for fun.
Yeah,
if he score,
that's true.
Abba score, Laka score. Mikel Arteta come in. What's happening?
Yeah, he's trying to play both of them together, but it's not working.
But because it's something what he's not doing.
Okay.
Do you understand?
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out why that is, and I've been trying to think about it all week because I know Arteta does want to have them both in the same side. But
we see them in the same. We see them play.
Yeah,
we see all three of them play.
Yeah.
And we see when all three of them play what they can do.
Correct.
Yeah. We see the media come out before the start of the season when Unai Emery take over. Our front three was one of the top front three in the Premier League. Yeah. People were saying you have to be scared of them. You don't take them lightly. And we see that. until Unai Emery started draw a game until you have to go.
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta come in and it was a different situation. Everything, Abba drop off a farm, Laka don't play.
Saliba, there's things like that. He was supposed to play.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Then we see, what's his name? Ozil.
Yeah.
Mesut
That
Ozil.
situation, yeah.
At times, if frozen out a game, he doesn't play him. Bare stupidness was going on. I don't know if it's because he win the FA Cup and the Community Shield. He feel like he was the man. And he can do whatever he want to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that, but obviously Arteta did drop him in the derby when he was late, so he tried to show his dominance there and say, listen, you can't just run this place. Like, you turned up late, so he said you're not playing, and then we played well in that game. So I think he's trying to. I think he showed signs that I'm in charge, but again, there must be something behind the scenes that we're not seeing, a system that just doesn't work for Aubameyang, because he has been falling off, and I worry about this season. I know you said you should keep the captaincy, and I'm assuming you expect him to turn on form again probably by the start of the season. But
so you're telling me that a guy who's scoring goal and he's a stop score goal like that?
Yeah, I know of players going through droughts.
We know that centre forward go through droughts.
That happens.
8-9 game and they doesn't
maybe
score.
not this.
But
yeah,
Cecil,
I know.
Cecil, believe me, Mikel Arteta have a lot to do with Abba not performing.
Okay.
It have a lot to do with it. In games you see Abba playing defence.
Yeah, I know.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In games you see Abba dropping so deep. You don't want.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't. And that is that.
So tell me now. Alright then, you're a manager and stuff like that happening into game. In game, you see Lacazette. I tell you over and over. Yeah, after game we said, listen, if you keep Lacazette up in the 18-yard box, he's a predator. He's dangerous.
Yeah.
He will score a goal. If you drop him into the middle of the pitch,
yeah.
he's no good there. It's pointless of playing. And when teams see Lacazette drop that deep, hey, happy for you. Yeah. They like that.
Yeah, they're chilling.
They
the defenders are, they're relaxed.
They relax because it's no danger. So for you as a manager, you have to counter-attack that. Half time you said, listen, I don't want to see you there. Yeah? He doesn't do that.
I know. It's
so you have to
frustrating.
Understand if he's giving them, they're telling them how to play where you want them, and they're doing that, and they're not scoring, then it's not their fault.
Yeah, my counter argument to that would have been Lacazette might be dropping in deep, bringing their defence line up, and then Aubameyang might be able to expose that by running in behind. That would be the answer.
But it's not happening.
But it's not.
But Abba dropping
I know. But that would have been the smart way to explain of what that strategy. But like you just said there, it's not working.
It's not working.
Let's go into. Anne West has got a super chat here. Says, in all of Europe, I feel the best striker that can fit Arsenal system is Gerard Moreno. I call him Monroe, but the stupid fan base will say he's too old. And I listen. I've thought Moreno. I was calling him Monroe again. Moreno plays for Villarreal.
Yeah.
I think he's wicked. He's got 30 goals last season.
Yeah.
He's a good.
But you see,
go on. That's experience.
Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
That's experience.
That's what I'm going to say. What's his name? Was it
Gerard Moreno?
No, I remember when Jose went to Jose went to not Roma. When he went to the European League, the Champion League. When he went to
I forgot. I know what club he is. Yeah, but go on.
He bring in Milito.
Militao. Yeah, well, yeah.
What he come and do? Win the Champion League.
Yeah.
And people saying he was too old. But it's experience. When you have experience in a team, when you're playing Man U, when you're playing a Liverpool, when you're playing we have to talk about the top four now.
Yeah,
Chelsea,
they've got experience.
If we score one goal, we need experienced player, and that is what we don't really and truly have. It's not a problem for you to go out there and sign an older player to bring through some of the younger player, because it work.
Yeah, Inter Milan was talking about. Sorry.
You look at player who they will idolize. Yeah. And you bring them, not going to say, because Emil Smith-Rowe idolized this player, you're going to bring me. No, that's what I'm saying. But you bring in experienced player to come in to bring through this generation of player. You can't have them to learn off their own. It's going to take them time.
Yeah, I think we have experienced players. They're not just performing.
They're not good enough.
Yeah,
they're not good enough.
And
because if you see Emil Smith-Rowe, you're going to bring in Odegaard.
Yeah.
But yes, Emil Smith-Rowe is starting over him. You're going to bring in Danny Ceballos. But you're not playing him.
Yeah, Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe.
So we have to remember these player they're thinking just like how we are thinking. We're sitting out there, but we are talking out loud, but they're not really talking out loud because they can't. But they're thinking like, Mikel Arteta is an idiot.
Is it? Yeah, that's what that happens, and that happens in football. That happens in football. Yeah, that does.
Thank you.
In the change rooms, you think, why is my man here? When you know he's
get what I'm saying. Why get a player? Why take a player on loan where you're not gonna? Remember, we go and get from Real Madrid.
Which one?
And he injured off.
Which one are we talking about? This happens a lot. We get a player from a different
Last
club.
season we get what's his guy name, man? I will get him for half a season and he come in injured. We play him live.
Listen, they will let us know in the comments straight away. They'll let us know. But
Suarez from Barcelona.
Suarez.
Look at that. It's not that.
That was the worst.
Dumb.
Yeah, that was the worst.
That was dumb.
That was up there.
You get a player on loan and he's injured. And you get him alone. So you don't think to yourself, you know what? Sitting down here, these players on the pitch must be thinking you're an idiot, fam. Yeah. Why should we play for you?
Well, I think that's what it is, man. I think a lot of the people above they're clueless of what they're doing. I think no one really knows what they're doing at the club. But we're gonna go into some super stats in a second. But I need to do some news because we've done a lot of chat. So let me just do some news, guys. I'm gonna give some of the stories that broke today. We're gonna speak about this. Bernardo Silva rejects Arsenal switch. This was in a publication today. I'm gonna read it out to you. Portuguese transfer expert Felipe Dias has claimed that Manchester City want away. Bernardo Silva has rejected a move to Arsenal as he wants to play in the Champions League next season. So, I mean, that's one thing. So we want experienced players though, but a lot of these players are going to want to improve or finish their careers on a high, probably playing in Champions League, Europa League, in Europe. So it's a difficult ask for the board to get players like that. I didn't think it was ever going to get Bernardo Silva.
Why?
This is one of the main reasons, and two, right now, and this is going to sound awful, and I hate saying this, it breaks my heart to say it, but Bernardo Silva's too good for us right now, and that's for me, that's the truth. James broke it down and said he'll probably want to stay in London and all that. It all works for him. He'll be guaranteed to start. There's a lot of things that could persuade him to come, but I know how this is. We're linked to him. I just knew it was never going to happen. Would you have liked him to come?
I would love him to come.
Yeah. Over Odegaard and Maddison.
Maddison, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I would be 50-50 on that one.
Okay.
Even though Maddison is the type of player, he carried a big injury last season for Leicester, so he didn't play that much game. But you have to remember, you have to look at where Arsenal is right now. Yeah,
we have to.
And if Arsenal did really and truly want, the first thing why I know Silva wouldn't come. It will cost us nearly 60 million.
Yeah, a lot of money.
You can't see Arsenal paying that.
But Maddison's 70.
But hold on. Even if there was a possibility, because they are a player, we wouldn't want to play for this club because of we're not in Champions League, we're not in Europa League. But you can convince a player, and one way to do that, Man City maybe wants say 50, 70, 60 million. You go there with 100 million and you let the player know we are building something.
Right.
Yeah. And next season we will be in Europe. We will be into Champions League. But if you come here, and you sell the club to the player, he will come. Not because people think that Arsenal is not in the Europa League and not in Champions League, so no player they can't attract player. We can, but.
Yeah, we can. We got Gabriel. We got Partey last season. Go on.
These stupid people who we have who are recruiting, i.e. Edu, is not good enough. Is not good enough. So when we're going to talk about Gabriel, if you look at the type of Partey, if you look at the type of player that Arsenal really get, think about it. If anybody else in the Premier League go for that player while we were going for them, would we get them?
No, I've seen already this season. No, we went for Buendia. Aston Villa took him. Yeah,
look at that. Look at that.
I know,
this is embarrassing, fam.
I know.
Who is Aston Villa to get a player over Arsenal? And then we're gonna sit there every day and we're gonna blame the cranky. But for me, at times the cranky is not to be blamed. Seriously. I'm a businessman.
I know, so they're not first on your list when it comes to problems in the club. You're not saying the Cronkies aren't the first on your list, or is you just talking about signings? Oh no, you're saying in general just...
No, they're not the first on the list.
Okay. But you did say the top has to fall first. So...
Yeah, but what I was saying here, they have somebody who employ these...
That's true.
These managers and these
recruiters and all that, yeah.
So when you look at it, we know we have one problem with the Cranky. Or maybe two.
Yeah, they don't care.
I wouldn't say they don't care. I wouldn't go as far as say they don't care.
Interesting.
They care about the club.
Really? Do you really think that?
They have to be care about the club. The Crankes, they're business people.
Yeah, they're business people. That's why I said
remember
they don't
Arsenal
care.
is part of their portfolio.
Yeah, but they don't care. They're part of the portfolio, but they don't care about us, the club, the success, and that's where I have a big problem.
Okay then.
But go on.
Then. Last season, we see the Cranky come out and said Arsenal owe how much million we have to pay in every year on the Emirates Stadium, yeah?
Oh yeah, and
they pay it off.
Yeah. I don't think that's down to them. They did. They paid off the. Yeah, go on.
That's what it's down to.
Well, they're taking money out of the profit of the club. It's not out
but
their
they
own
still
money.
pay it off.
Okay, all right. Go on.
So what that do? That inject an extra 30 million a year in Arsenal transfer kitty. Yeah, i.e. maybe that's why they could go out there and buy thingy for the 50 million.
Yeah, Ben White.
Ben White. Yeah. But when we're saying here, if the Cranky come up, because people are saying this and people are saying the Cranky don't care and they were spending a lot of money and stuff like that. But one thing I look at, and I said to you, I'm not a sheep.
True.
I don't follow people.
Yeah, I know.
I look at the bigger picture. Leicester win the Premier League. At that time when Leicester win the Premier League, yes, I'm going to answer my own question. Leicester squad was better than us because they win the Premier League.
Yes.
But
we should have won.
But no, Leicester played better. I'm not going to say a squad better.
Yeah, because we go on.
At the start of the season, before the season prior to that, 2014-15, Leicester nearly get relegated, yeah? Nobody in a billion years would think 2016-15 Leicester will win the Premier League.
Yeah.
They win the Premier League, but if you look at it, Leicester squad wasn't better than Arsenal squad. Well, I understand they win the Premier League.
Yeah,
I get that, but they wasn't better. Man for man, their squad was even more expensive than ours.
Well, they had good players though. They had good
They
players.
got good players
because those players moved on to be
the manager bring out the best in those players.
Oh, so so the Kroenkes aren't a problem to you. Yeah. It's a manager thing.
So if the Kroenke decided that this season we only have 50 million to spend, and this is what Arsenal do, and this is what people don't understand. We go out there with 50 million and we buy 5 players, and then the end of the season the 5 players, then none of them make one.
Well, yes, it's 10 million. That's 10 million a player. You're not going to get.
Thank you very much. So if you have 50 million. If you can't get 2 players, go out there and get 1 player. Go out there and get 1 quality player.
Right.
Yeah? What that will do next season, at least you have 1 quality player.
But yeah, man, here's what I'm going to say. You're saying that the manager might be the problem and Kroenkes, they got this much money.
Not the manager alone.
Not the manager alone, but I'm saying, don't you blame the Kroenkes for not getting another new manager, because they employed Arteta because of the cheap option.
They did not employ Arteta. Why are you not saying that? Did you see?
They had to confirm it though.
Did you see Josh Kroenke or Stan Kroenke was at Man City? Who did you see at Man City coming out of Arteta? It was 2 o'clock in the morning.
It'd probably been Eddie or Vinay. I didn't.
No, it was Vinay.
Vinay, okay, yeah, go on.
With him pants,
okay, no, I remember,
like was in there begging. Yeah. It wasn't the Kroenke who I am.
Yeah, but it wasn't. The Kroenkes have to confirm it though. They have to go through it.
No, who tell you that?
But it has to
prove it to me.
Okay, but as the club is in decline through Arteta being a manager,
alright then, you just let me know that the Kroenke don't care.
They don't.
Yeah. So if they go out there and get Arteta, or you gonna tell me that the Kroenke is the one who have to go and say, go and get Arteta? No,
but
they employ people to go out there and get the best.
That's their job.
Manager was out there. Why did thinking they go to Everton?
Who? The manager.
Ancelotti go to Everton. Remember, Ancelotti was available. Yeah. They go for the cheaper option.
That's what Arsenal went for the cheaper option, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah, yes. Correct. Very correct. Yes.
And I remember that day, me and I was out there when they said Arteta was on the radar. I was like, me and Curtis, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Arteta? What have he done for him to come and... You get me? And all and behold, who will come out to after City beat us for 3-0 at the Emirates Stadium the following day? Who was there? Arteta.
Yeah.
So it's not the Kroenke. It's not the Kroenke. We can blame the Kroenke for not injecting bigger budget in the club. We can say that, yes. But we have to remember, if you go out there and buy player for 8 million, like what Wenger used to do back in the days, 8 million, 10 million, 12 million. You can't resell back them player for
No, you can't. We're
20
making
million.
losses on them. But this
Thank you.
There's just a thing. I just think Arsenal right now are in free fall, and I feel like if I was the owner of if Arsenal were my business or my company or my club, I would be saying, right, let me step in here, get rid of people because they're clearly not doing their job right. But we're gonna move on because we're gonna be here back and forth about Kroenke all day, which is we can do, but we can leave that to Turkish as well. Big up Turkish. I know you'd love to be here for that as well. Willie Wonka sends a super chat saying Edu is useless. I very much agree with that.
I agree with that. That's true.
We need Villa's director. I'm not gonna say that because I think that that's a joke one. Don't
Micro.
they got you, but
it's true.
Yeah, Edu is useless.
It's true. Edu is useless because. Look at Arsenal.
He's doing wine campaigns. I've seen him doing. I don't know if you guys seen Arsenal players are doing wine campaigns, doing cheerses and people dancing. But the club's a mess right now. We don't want to see it. But I know it
is what it is. You have to say what it is. But look, what the guy's saying, Micro come and he come and take thingy from us.
Saying Aston Villa. Yeah, Aston Villa. I know they've come in. But listen, give me 2 seconds. We're gonna go into some news. Sorry guys, me and Yardman haven't seen each other in a long time, so we're gonna have a bit of conversation and catch up. But let me go into the next bit of news. Locatelli. Arsenal make a decision on Locatelli. This is from Fabrizio Romano. Today, Arsenal no longer in the race for Manuel Locatelli, says Romano. Juventus will meet with Sassuolo's, I can never say his name, but board this week to discuss a new official bid. So basically they're saying Juventus are still on the hunt for Locatelli. Well, they still might be going. Locatelli may be going to Juventus, basically. So no more Locatelli. I know a lot of fans wanted him here. I don't know if you.
It was all a speculation.
Yeah, it was.
If Arsenal really and truly need this player, and they know they don't have European Champion League,
have they got to flash the cash? Is this what you're saying?
You have to go in there. I remember one time when Robbie was speaking, and Robbie was saying when Arsenal they're not big. Arsenal not knocking nobody door. Nobody door because you can't go in there and if I'm or you a club say they want 50 million for their player. Arsenal going with 10 million.
Yeah,
it's a joke, fam. Nobody, no club ever take Arsenal serious. Never. And when Arsenal get a deal done, it will take months for them to get deal done.
Yeah, it's true.
Months because they're not serious.
Yeah, it's a pain. It keeps happening, man. It's frustrating, and we're missing out. Next bit of news as well. This is an injury update. Thomas Partey back in training by the end of August. Arsenal confirm. That's from Chris Wheatley, and also Nketiah, obviously, as we know, and Gabriel. We back in training in early September. They're currently injured.
We know this with Partey from day one. From we get him from. From we get him, we know that Partey is injury prone. And
we're saying that he hasn't had any serious injuries until he arrived at Arsenal, and it's just been downhill since then.
I mean, he get this 1 and 2 few knock on nibbles, at Atletico Madrid, but it becomes. I don't know if it's I don't know what to say, what it is with Arsenal, but we seem to have bringing in this type of player.
Yeah.
And they keep on getting injured over and over and over and over.
What do you think it is? The stress?
And it's not even that.
I don't know what is
it's not even just with Partey.
Because we're not playing loads of games. Like Partey got injured in pre-season, so that was just unlucky. But like, what do you think it is? I don't know what it is. It's not just Partey. You're right. There's many other players that are coming back.
The biggest one that Jack Wilshere. Look at him. Arsenal kill his career.
Yeah, Jack Wilshere.
So there's something have to be done, one way or the other, with this club. But what it is, we need to get rid of these directors, these people that sit on the board.
Yeah.
Because they're not good enough. You don't need to go Specsavers to see this. They're just not good enough to run our club.
Yeah,
because it's not their club.
No, I agree massively. Sharef, I don't know how to say his name, but this he came with a super chat. Big him up because he's always here in the comments. So thank you very much, super chat. The only real rebuilding happening is our faith on we won't finish in top 10. Party man, Edu, and all bark no bite. Arteta have only made our squad bigger. Arteta's only made our squad bigger. And I think what he's writing exactly what he says there. He's saying that we have players in this club that we're still holding on to that were supposed to be gone. I mean, window after window we hear we need to get rid of players. We've got to get rid of the deadwood. For me, they're still here. But that's what he's saying. Arteta's just, again, he's just making players in squad numbers, really. Just loads more players that need to get moved on. Yeah, need to get moved on. Like Bellerin was supposed to leave, he's still here. Xhaka was supposed to leave, he's still here. Obviously Willock's on his way out now, but there's a lot of players that was well, we've still got Torreira. They still at the club. Like, there's all these players. Nelson that we spoke about earlier. Like, there's a lot of players that were supposed to be moved on, and I know Arsenal have said that we're not looking to make too many signings until we let players go. So, which again is annoying because you keep saying flash the cash, and I think the owners should do that. That's what they should be doing if they are serious about signing players. But we're not doing that. We're waiting for players to leave and wait until deadline day to make these signings.
You know, all of this started from Arsenal go out there and they sign average player.
Yeah.
And this is why when I said to you, come back again, you can't blame the cranky for certain things happening in the club.
Okay.
Because Arsenal got out there and you sign average player. Big wages.
Big wages. Who get... no, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, go on, carry on. I was going to give an example.
So you see where the problem lies?
Yeah, I hear that.
So if you're going to say you want a player to leave the club, he's on 120 grand. But the club that you want to sell him to want to give him 60.
Right.
Is he going to go?
No.
So you see where the problem lies.
And do you know what, Yardman? That leads straight on perfectly to this next news article. Barcelona lining up a surprise move for Lacazette. Now listen to this. This is came in today. This is from Fiches. It's a Spanish publication. So it says the Catalonian Giants recently parted ways with Lionel Messi, primarily because of financial difficulties and because of Sergio Aguero's latest injury. It has now been suggested that they are interested in signing Arsenal striker Alexander Lacazette. According to the report of the Spanish publication Fiches, as I just said, Barcelona are keen on signing another forward before the summer transfer window closes and have set their sights on Arsenal star. I personally, again, we just spoke about financial problems. I don't think Barcelona will pay his wages. That's the only thing. But I think it'll be a good move for Lacazette.
Because Aguero is there.
Yeah.
Sergio Aguero is there.
Yeah.
And the two of them together.
That
is like maybe 3/4 half of Messi.
Yeah. It'll be a good signing. I wouldn't want to see Lacazette leave this season personally. His contract's up end of next season. Would you want to see him go, or if let's say 25 million comes in, it's not probably going to be that high, but would you want to see him go, or would you say, do you know what, we need him for next season?
We can all say, okay, 20 million coming for Lacazette because we know him have 1 year leave on him contract, so we can't really demand any big money for him. Because what will happen, he will just sit there next year, after the season finished, then he can sign for anybody for free.
Yeah, it's true.
But what you have to look at is Lacazette is not playing in the way Lacazette want to play. You take him to Barcelona always have the ball. Lacazette he's not gonna budge from out the 6-yard box. No. And he scored ton loads of goals.
I think he'll do really well.
He want to win stuff.
He'll do well.
So if I was Lacazette, as much as I don't want to see him go, but when you like a player, you want to see the best of the player.
Yeah, of course.
Leave Arsenal.
Bruh. No, yeah, it's
true.
No, I hear that.
You can't be biased.
Yeah, we're being selfish because we wanted to stay. Yeah, we
want him to stay, but is this guy we're gonna get the best out of him? What's the point? We're not gonna get the best out of him, but all on to him. Doesn't make sense. Let the guy go. If you can get 20 million for him, but if we get that 20 million, would we put 30 more on it or 20 more on it and go there and get a quality centre forward?
No, we'll get Ramsdale, the keeper.
And this is where we go back, where I said you cannot blame the cranky. No. Because hold on. This is why you can't blame the cranky.
Alright, go on.
Because there's no way Aston Villa should get Martinez. So we sell Martinez when we know Martinez is a good goalkeeper. Yeah. He proved it. He was on farm over Leno. So for me, 2020-21 season, it should be Martinez in my goal. Yeah. But the idiot who's sitting there saying that they are the director of football, they are the one who buying the player, they are the coach, they are the manager. They sell Martinez for how much? 20 million. Yeah. No. And you're gonna sit there and tell me that the cranky should give these idiot their money. You sell Martinez for 20 million. Last season, he was what, third in the clean sheet?
Yeah.
He was third.
He was up there.
He was the one who actually he was the one who actually keep Aston Villa in the position where they are.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So now we're selling for 20 million. Are we looking to buy a keeper who
for-
is not? Let us say this.
No, it's true.
Hold on, let us say this.
He couldn't clean his...
He's going to buy a keeper, Lansdale, who is not better than him for 30 million.
Yeah.
And you are telling me now, the crankheads should give these
they're
idiot money?
No,
You can't give...
I know, the border part of the problem, the Cronkies, I think, are the top of my list, and they are...
So how can you keep on blaming the cranky when they're not making these decisions?
I'm blaming the board as well, definitely.
No, but you have to blame the board first, because what we're saying here, we know that when you come on to Chelsea, yeah, we know that they're owner of a big say who come in and who goes and who to buy. We know that. Yes or no? Okay. The cranky is not the same. The cranky buy the club, part of their portfolio. They don't know not about football, they know about soccer. We don't play soccer here, we play football. We can't blame them. They buy the club and they give it to people to run the club, to say, you know what, bring this club in the right direction. We have this amount of money to spend, because at the end of the day, the cranky always come out and let them know how much money they have to spend. So anybody take over the job to be Arsenal manager or head coach, they know what they have to spend. Yeah? So don't take the job and then 6 months down the line they're going to ball, we don't have the money to spend. You know that you don't have the money to spend.
Yeah, I listen, I hear all your points, Java,
so you can't blame them.
But do you not get annoyed that they don't care? Do you not get annoyed that they said they're going to speak to us more this year as a fan base? Yeah, well, that's part. It's part of the family. It's just part of the family.
We
want to have more communication.
We realize that the cranky give his son the club. We can basically say that.
Well, yeah, he's made him. I think Stan's made him the face of it to try and rebuild the relationship. But we haven't seen anything of rebuilding the relationship. They panicked when they tried to build a Super League. It went down in flames.
Yeah, but if somebody got, if you own a company and you have a managing director, yeah, you have somebody who's assisting you. In certain way, just like how you have the Prime Minister and somebody will assist him, they will write him speech and stuff like that. Yeah. And you tell that person, you're paying this person, yeah, you're not there that much to run your club. But at the end of the day, because you're making the profit, you say, you know what, I'm fine with that. But this person who you give your company to run is not running a company properly. But on the other hand, he's making a profit. Yeah, you understand what's going on.
I know.
So that is what with the cranky.
Okay. We can go back and forth for this all day, and I'm gonna make sure I'm sure Turkish will come and ring me after this and say, "Yo, let me get a show with Yardman on as well." Maybe even you and Julian, because there's a guy called Julian. I don't know if you've met him. He also has points for the cranky side, but for me, he's always the number one.
It's not that I'm backing the cranky.
Yes,
but we have to look at the wider picture here.
Yeah.
The decision that they are not making the decision on the pitch. They're not buying the players. So in that situation, we can't blame them that much.
Okay.
We can blame them not to inject more money, and that's true.
There's more than that, but yeah, I hear what you're saying. Okay, let's go into Siam J's super chat here. He says a more competent manager would get more out of the current squad irrespective of owners. So he's agreeing with you there. He's saying obviously if we had a better manager, then they would get more out of these players, and I think we have a good side. It's just, again, I haven't seen enough from them. Arteta's singular in his management style, and it's hurting us. I feel he'll be here next season no matter the result.
No matter the result.
Do you think he'll be here for the full season, Yardman? Honestly, are we gonna do some more news? But
I pray to the Almighty that Mikel Arteta will leave in the next 2 games.
2 games?
I don't want him at my club. No.
Wow. Okay, 2 games.
You're gonna alright then. Let's because you see use this type of person. You come like Robbie at time. Yeah.
Learn from the best. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Go on.
Do you have any confidence in Mikel Arteta?
I mean, he's our manager right now, and I'm gonna support that. I don't have. You say confidence. I don't have confidence in the whole team right now, let alone Arteta's part of that.
Where's the team start from? Who picking the team? So you're not going to have confidence in the 11 out there?
Yeah, but the manager picks the 11.
Okay then. So what I'm saying here, how can you have confidence in a manager who do not? 18 months in the job, right? And don't even start in 11.
Yeah, he hasn't only started 11, his strongest 11.
No. Don't say strongest.
No, he doesn't know.
No, you're starting 11.
So you don't think he knows it? What do you think? He just turns up on the day and says, Let me...
No,
him.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't do that.
All right, go on.
He pick 18 player. He write their name on the piece of paper, drop them in the bag, and he just drew them out as they come. Honestly, Mikel Arteta has never used the same starting 11 in the Premier League for 18 months.
Correct.
Are you gonna tell me to have confidence in a man like that?
That is, I hear what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
No, but
facts.
that is.
No, he hasn't picked the same 11. No, I understand that, but he doesn't put it in a bag and you know.
But that's what he do. Come on, man.
No, he trains with the team throughout the week.
Come on, man. Mikel Arteta is not there, man. Behave yourself.
Come on, man.
Behave yourself, man.
All right, yeah.
A player could play the best this game and next game him drop him.
That's true.
Thank you. So
but sometimes.
How can you have confidence in that guy? What Mikel Arteta do? FA Cup doesn't frighten me. I see Arsenal win the FA Cup several times.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, coming to Shield is the same. So it's not like he's the first one to win the FA Cup. He's the first one to really come in the Shield. No. But the guy just don't know what he's doing. And if you don't know what you're doing as a... You know what I'm saying? You know why I don't rate Mikel Arteta? And the next player I don't rate him.
Go on.
Mikel Arteta... he done it one time in the FA Cup.
In the cup where he's picked.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. In the Premier League, he never seems to get his tactics right with Pep. And for a person who under Pep Guardiola for 2 years, you should be able to come up with something to say, you know what, I can use this to beat this man at his game.
Yeah.
But he never seems to do it.
Would you say he's come close at all?
Not even close.
Okay.
I mean, him done it in the cup game.
He done the cup, yeah. He did it in
done it in the cup game where he sit back and counter attack and
he
score
won.
2
Yeah.
It's a one-half game. But
he done it.
Just back from Corona.
Yeah, but he done it. Listen, quickly, let me say as well, Arteta will say, a lot of the reasons why we weren't winning games last season and whatnot is down to player mistakes, individual mistakes. Does that wash with you at all?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
There's a lot of things Arteta do where I don't see where I should still have Mikel Arteta in my club as a manager, because he done stuff where he tried to install discipline. Yeah, to certain player.
Well, that worked when he did it with Aubameyang. We won that game.
If you want to install discipline, you have to discipline the whole team.
Right.
Yeah, you can't just go out there and single pick out people and throw them on the bus. And what him do, him pick out the young player them. That's my biggest problem with him. He pick out the youngest player them to throw them on the bus. Same as a baby fighter.
Okay.
Because look, come to think of it. My boy Ben Guzzi, I don't call him Gwen Guzzi. Ben Guzzi. He come out and he done something to Mopé after Mopé make Leonard injure and stuff like that. You see what I'm just saying? Yeah, and you throw him out the bus like that. A young guy like that.
I know, but there's been multiple reports of Guendouzi's attitude being poor.
It doesn't matter if you're a manager. Look what Xhaka do.
Yeah.
Look what Xhaka do on the pitch. Grab man and hit him through, get red card. As soon as him ban up in play. Yeah? Look what Xhaka do again. Pass ball, give the same guy. Yeah? To let him score against us. Yeah? And the next match in play. Okay. But where's the discipline in that? No, because you're supposed to be a senior player who was our captain. Yep. And on the pitch, you know if you raise your hand, it's a red card.
It's a red card.
You're gonna grab a man and just stupid. But did Mikel Arteta put any discipline on Xhaka for that?
No, I don't remember him calling him out, but I think Xhaka would have apologised. I think he would have owned up to himself.
Apologise for what?
All right, listen, Yardman, we're coming towards the end of the show, but I need to ask you, the title of the show is Odegaard over Maddison. Let me just read the report while we end up. We've got some super chats coming in as well. Just quickly, before we go, so Fabrizio Romano also released this today. He said Martin Odegaard has always been Arsenal's priority, which I find very interesting because there was other players that were deemed as the priority, but he's saying Martin Odegaard has always been priority here. More than Maddison, Arsenal board now waiting for Real Madrid for their final decision on Odegaard's future. They'd be ready to bid for the Norwegian talent. So yeah, that's what he's basically saying. Yeah, we're basically waiting for Real Madrid now before we take on Odegaard. Would you like to see Odegaard back? Especially, you said you liked Maddison more, I believe. You wanted him over Odegaard. Am I correct in saying that? Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts on that? Would you want to see him definitely return? And well, not definitely return. Would you like to see him return, Martin Odegaard? No. Because
one of the things is that we get him on loan last season.
Yep.
and he should have been the one who take over Emil Smith Rowe, right or wrong?
Yes.
Did that happen?
No, Smith Rowe shined, in my opinion, and not outshines Martin Odegaard, because I think Martin Odegaard was still just a tiny bit fraction better. But
no, behave yourself.
No.
Just behave yourself. No, that 6 month Odegaard wasn't better than Emil Smith Rowe. You're lying.
I think just a small fraction he was. But listen, okay, let me flip it. No, Yardman, let me flip it. Pepe, you're a big fan of Pepe.
Of course, I'm Pepe's biggest fan.
But then Saka massively outshined Pepe. So
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Hey, what?
I wouldn't say that.
Nah, come on, man. Don't be come on, blood.
I'm
come on, man.
I'm Pepe's biggest
fan. Come on, Saka outshot. You're mad if you're.
Bro, no. Hold on.
Hold on. We gotta rap. Listen.
Hold on.
Yo.
Hold on. I'm joking.
You're joking.
No, you see, because I'm Pepe's biggest fan.
I hear that. You like it.
But what I'm saying to you, if you play Pepe the way, or you should play Pepe, don't put Pepe on the left. He's not gonna score a goal on the left because him cut in on the right and kick with him left.
Yeah.
So if you see Mikel Arteta put him on the left and put Saka on the right, what do you gonna expect?
Yeah, I hear that.
You're gonna get a better player than Saka anyway because he should be there.
No,
come on, man.
Nah, man. Saka was better overall in both sides.
No. Don't get me wrong here. Don't get me wrong. The player of the season, the best player for last season is Saka.
Thank you.
Yeah. Emil Smith Rowe follow behind him. I would give Emil Smith Rowe that because he come through unexpectedly.
Yeah.
We didn't expect that of him, and in game, we see this guy take over the game.
Yeah, he stepped up.
So we have to give these two young players.
Yeah, the props.
With Kieran Tierney, when Mikel Arteta allow him, because remember in game we know Kieran Tierney can overlap. Remember, it's like an Ashley Cole, isn't it?
Yeah, he runs past them.
He will run past them. Yeah. So why would you not have Kieran Tierney in certain game where we know that Kieran Tierney can overlap, he can manage? You make him sit back. Take away his game from him, because that's not his game to sit back. His game is to overlap and to get back. He's fit enough. He will do that for the whole 90 minutes. But Mikel Arteta doesn't do that. At times, in most games, he doesn't do that. He let him sit back.
Yeah, because I think Arteta's probably worried, and I understand that from what he's seen so far. Not so far, but in the last season, like, he probably saw that, like, well, we need to cover ourselves, because if we let him go and that side's exposed, that's normally where Xhaka drops into and covers, and that's where a lot of our mistakes happen. So I understand that. You're right. We should let Kieran Tierney go and do what he needs to do. But right now, where the club is at right now, Arteta doesn't have faith in the players to allow him to just have a free roam and go up and down, and the fullbacks to go up and bomb on.
My next point with Mikel Arteta, why I want him to go.
Yeah. We've got 2 minutes. Go on.
Yeah. I remember last season, Saint Etienne, William Saliba.
Ah, yes.
Everybody was looking for William Saliba.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I was a big fan.
Mikel Arteta still take away Arsenal supporter and fans' dream of seeing that guy not even kick a minute of football. I think he playing some preseason game.
I know he played for the under-21s.
Yeah, under-21. I think he played preseason game. Yeah, but he never let us see William Saliba play. And we know that guy is a good player. Yeah? And this guy just ship him out like that. This is what I'm saying to you. He's a child beater, fam. He pick on kids. Notice who him pick on.
Yeah.
The kids have him pick on. This is why I want this guy to go my club. No, don't. He do pick on the kids. The one little thing you can say, him sanction Abba and don't let Abba play in the Crystal Palace game, I believe it was, or
no, it was the Tottenham game.
Tottenham game. Sorry. Yeah, that's the only thing you can say him do.
Okay, there's others, but we're coming towards the end. We've got Evan here with a super chat. I want Arteta to do well so badly. He is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Ultimately, this will affect his managerial career if he's not careful. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming towards the end of AFTV News Daily. Yardman, before we go and we wrap up, I just want to get your score prediction for tomorrow's game against Brentford. Quickly here, sorry. Harley Boys 74 says this season is a write-off. We're a joke team for real. No. Right, so
we're not in Europe.
Yep.
And so we should do good. I expect nothing less than, because we're not in Europe. So we should have time. We should have the energy. And Mikel Arteta should, if he's still there or not, should breed this team to at least fifth. At minimum 5th place.
Do you believe that's possible?
Because we're not in Europe. We're not travelling anywhere out of England.
Okay, it's a hard ask.
It's not. If we have the European game where we say, we travel to
Yeah, no.
400
but
miles.
there's more than 5 teams better than us in this league.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
But the game tomorrow, I can't see nothing more than a 2-3-0.
To who?
Arsenal.
Are you confident?
I'm
yeah?
that confident.
Okay. Okay.
If they're lucky, we will make a mistake and the game will finish 3-1.
Yeah.
They will score a goal because Lena make a mistake again. But apart from that, I can't see nothing on the Arsenal win.
Okay. I expect them to score tomorrow, but I think I don't know I don't know the score right now.
I'm talking about Brentford, man. Come on here, man.
I know, but
Brentford should give us a hard time. Come on, it's start of the season.
Yeah.
Should give us a hard time.
Right, Yardman, thank you so much for coming on.
Respect.
Everyone, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment and subscribe. As always, big up everyone in the comments today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time. Brentford tomorrow.
And don't forget...